Okay, here we are on day 4. We're going to continue moving fielded garrison units into reserve. Every single time I try to my video compiler gets backlogged. My current processor temp is about 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It's running on a cache is running on a dedicated 350 gig partition. It manages to drag down like this. I just don't know why. There we go. This is 5x now. I'm currently manufacturing supply trucks and engineers. These are the 3 Mi-8 type air transports that we're using. These are our current diplomatic relations with all the other countries. All of the causa belli, or reason to go to war with my tiny little country, are insignificant, almost non-existent. This is our residual reserve military profile and the standing aircraft we have on our strips. We don't have any air bases. I guess the video compiler is going to behave. These are all micromanaged to the individual or game engine clock tick. Every individual or tick of the game engine, each one of those individual or steps you can see is being throttled by a couple of auto hotkey keyboard scripts that I've got. We're going to walk this individual unit up here, one individual clock tick at a time, until he gets right there into the hex where we can load him, and then we're going to wait for that unit to load, and the instant the clock ticks over and that unit has been loaded in, we're going to issue there it is, the command to transport and unload the unit. This unit, that clock tick, that unit managed to pick up a unit, and he's moving to unload as well. We've got 2 units currently loaded and moving to unload. That's at 5x. I issued commands at 1x. That's a time slice of about 1. You can see the individual game engine ticks. We are controlling the exact game tick where we pause and issue orders. With numerous fielded units, being able to control them all at once absolutely demands this sort of control. I'm going to turn this up with a magnifier so you can see the individual ticks passing. I'm controlling those by individual key presses. So the moment that unit is in range in the immediate vicinity of that garrison, here it comes. He slips in. Okay, and at that point, the transport can be loaded. The artificial intelligence can be used to automate all of this, but it's not as efficient. The loading and unloading is exact in its nature, and does effectively that exact sort of manipulation in relation to the engine's clock, but at a higher level in the game. Shortest path and optimized path aren't necessarily always followed, and some of the delays are intolerable. So we're going to continue to move these garrison units into reserve. Do a brief essay of the values associated with the unit. You can see that that unit has 700 individual personnel per unit, and here it's listing 350 personnel present in the garrison unit in question. This is a half-strength unit. In the process of having the size of the unit, we have the weight of the unit so that that transport can carry it. And we can watch the individual steps that we are using to advance the game engine to the point at which that garrison can be loaded. And then the delay associated with loading the unit. The next tick or two, there we go. We can also afford eventually movement of these artillery that we have in the field that are making their way towards base that are really slow. By wheel over terrain. They're light enough to be moved by air. We're going to step this unit in. The next tick here, he'll unload. There, he's unloaded. And this is the artillery unit. We can detect the weight is 162 tons and the carry capacity is 168. So that unit can be airlifted. We'll fly out there and airlift that artillery component as well. And we're almost at the end of the day here. You can see that's about 175 kilometers. Here we are, we've got 2 hours left in the day. We're going to go ahead and end the day. And this is our little country. It's the end of the day. And I'll demonstrate the terrain. And that's it.